Hello, everybody. This is Brother Speak of the Brother Speak podcast. I was just thinking on something today. Uh, I was looking at a post on Facebook on Mario Brown. He was talking about um, the guys. Some of these guys are tripping over uh, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. So allegedly, how it goes is that he was proposing marriage to her and she turned him down, and that's why they broke up. Hey, what's up, Conscious? and he did a post of how many of these guys actually proposed to black women and got turned down, and nobody answered the question. Instead, they were tripping over this whole breakup. Now, I'm kind of confused. I remember last year about this big brouhaha about him getting with her and how she was ran through. She's been passed around the industry. Look who she was dating. She was dating Future. She was dating P. Diddy and his son. She dated someone else. I mean, she was dating. Now, I know last year we was on a panel with it was BNT, me, Jay. I gotta look it up. But I was saying like, what did she do? Because I didn't know. I mean, all I know about it is this. I didn't know who she was. All I knew is she was Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. And once they told me, oh, she models for all these different people, I'm like, okay, well, and like companies modeling. She was a high class model. I said, okay, well, she's high class. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing, dating. So what is the issue? She's dating her class of men. So what was the issue? Now I know I thought her dating the P Diddy and his son was weird, but it is what it is. So when they got together, and when I found out that he has a modeling company that he's trying to start up, and she was going to be a model, I instantly thought, okay, this is a business decision as well as okay, they just be in a relationship. So I didn't see the big brouhaha, but there were dudes talking about she's not marriage material. She's too he's too good for her. Blah blah blah, all this stuff. He's a simp for dealing with her. I'm like, what? Simp? I'm like, what's going on here? So now, flash forward a year later, they broke up allegedly again because nobody said anything. She hasn't said nothing. He hasn't said anything. This is all speculation and rumors. Now dudes are like, "Oh, how dare she turn him down? How dare she? See, these black women don't want good black men and blah blah blah." And I'm thinking to myself, wait a second, hold up. Last year, you say she was a hoe, she was a slut, she was a ran through, she was a pass around, and he shouldn't have got with her in the first place. Now all of a sudden she turned him down. Now you tripping that she turned him down. Make up your mind. Shouldn't y'all be, I don't know, celebrating? Shouldn't you be like, ooh, boy, he sure dodged the big one there. What happened? What went down? Why are you tripping over she that the way these dudes were sounding like that she broke up with them. I'm like, she didn't break up with y'all. She broke up with him. Or he broke up with her. We still don't even know. They broke up. Whoop de freaking do. This is Hollywood. Relationships don't last that long. 1 year they're together, next year they're gone. They broke up. It is what it is. Why are we tripping? Now, I remember one good post that I liked. Dude said, what I think about the Lloyd Harvey and Michael B. Jordan situation. Yeah, we need to work on our stocks, because we need to get our money right for retirement. You know what that said? He didn't give a fuck. He worried about his money. He ain't got time to worry about this goofy gossip shit. Like, damn, these dudes are gossiping queens up in this bitch. Like, so they broke up. Whoop de freaking do. La de freaking die. To me, it was a business decision anyway. They just stayed together for a year, take these pictures here and there, make people think that he's together because, they were talking about how he don't like black women and he hates black women. Why are we supporting him? So, perfect idea. Get with Lori Harvey. She's a black woman. She blackity black. Yep, she black. She's not white. She's not mixed. She black. Her mama black. I think her daddy is black. Well, it's not Steve. Steve's not her daddy, but her daddy, her real daddy, is black. So what's the problem? Duh. So problem solved. Now he don't look like he don't like black women, and she gets a boost in her career because she gets bigger connections with him because he's part of the fashion industry. So it's like it's a win-win for everybody. Why is the trouble? Why are we issue? Why are we having an issue? Who cares? And it's just like dudes are just tripping. See, these is stop begging these women for men. First of all, how the fuck he begged her? He asked for a hand in marriage. She said no, allegedly, because again, we still don't know. Hi, what makes you think he was begging her for anything? What makes you think that? Okay, it's a sad thing that she turned him down allegedly. Who knows? But they broke up. It didn't work out. That's life. How many of us had got into relationships that they just don't work out for whatever reason? Doesn't mean that he cheated. Doesn't mean she cheated. Doesn't mean he got tired of her. She got tired of him. It could be they both got tired of each other. Who knows? Or it could be like I thought it was a business decision, and they was just playing the role till a year later it was time to break up. Now, looking at it, I didn't know he was that old. I didn't know he was 35. So it's a 10-year difference. So it was a 10-year gap to begin with. So this was probably going to be inevitable because they're not on the same page. He's towards the point that he's looking for long-term commitment. She's still on her career and living life. I mean, this is no different than who was that rocker? Hold on. If I remember, what was that? Who was she married to? Yeah, yeah. This remind me of Katy Perry and Russell Brand. The same thing. They got married. She was like 10 years older, and they actually did get married, and they got divorced because again, she was younger than him, 10 years younger. He was slowing down. She was still on her wild side, so they broke up. Same thing here. It was probably going to be inevitable because again, they're on two different paths. So I don't know why dudes are tripping. I don't know why this big brouhaha. She turned him down. Big deal. Big deal. Then the other thing that I saw, which all these dudes are talking about, this girl turned him down for a nuclear physicist. She turned him down quickly. Some of you guys gotta understand. Maybe that might be the best thing. It's like there's some people who just not for you. There's some people who there's some women who just not for certain men. It's just the way it is. He shot his shot. He got turned down. Now everybody they losing their shit over that. Like, sometimes there's some women that's just not for some men. And she's probably doing him a favor. What would you rather her do? Um, Deal with him for a minute, mess up his life because she not he's not the type she wanted. I think sometimes guys gotta understand, hey, it might be a good thing that these women don't want to be around you. It might be a good thing because just like how these dudes lie to these women about what they are, these women lie to these dudes about what they are. She want this she want this sexy, attractive guy who makes six figures, but she's with this average dude and she's not happy. I mean, it's just we need to stop with the lying and the capping. And if that woman don't want to be with him, just hey, it is what it is. Why are we tripping? Let these women be who they want to be. If they want a thug, let them be with a thug. If they want to be with a baller, let them be with a baller. Let them chase the baller. Why are we so mad at these women for what? Let them do what they're gonna do. But they complaining. Let them complain. Fuck them. The women complain all the time. They whine and bitch and moan about everything up in this bitch. A lot of things are serious. A lot of it is not. Why are we why are we worried about it? We got bigger things to worry about than what these women are doing. It's just we got a suicide rates are going up in black men. We're more invisible. The older we get, the more invisible we become, and we're homeless. We're on the street. We, we're in jail. We, we're literally at the bottom right now. And you worry about who some physicist, nuclear physicist, and you know he gonna get real time money. Instead of worrying about why don't y'all get around this dude so he don't pick the wrong type of chick, because usually, first, like Ty City said, he shouldn't have been going up there to this with this chick anyway. Have y'all thought about that? You worry about her turning him down. You shouldn't have been worried about why is he dealing with an Instagram thought. What what is the issue? Instead of teaching these guys the type of women that they should be with, you worry about the women that turning them down. What is this? You worry about Lori Harvey turning and Michael B. Jordan breaking up, but you're not worried about your retirement plans. You're not worried about getting lasting income. in your house so you don't end up these invisible men on the street. Nobody gives a fuck. Or you end up in a fucking nursing home and nobody gives a fuck. Or worse, dying. And I'm not talking about dying alone and you had your people around you. I'm talking about dying alone and nobody finds you for 2, 3 days. That's what you should be worried about. You worrying about goddamn Lori Harvey and shit. Fuck that chick. And I mean that respectfully. I don't mean fuck her because I don't like her, no, but I'm saying she's not important. That girl turning down the nuclear physicist is not important. Who gives a shit? You should be worried about the fact that these white boys are losing their fucking shit and just shooting at everybody. You should be worrying about the fact that these dudes are gonna act up because now they're about to raise the age limit to buy those assault rifles to 21, and the white boys are gonna lose their shit over that. You need to be worried about the gas prices going fucking up. It's still going up. It has not stabilized at all. There's so much stuff you need to worry about that Lori Harvey ain't shouldn't be a factor. This goofy girl who turned down a nuclear physicist shouldn't be a factor. These women turning down marriage proposals, who gives a shit? It's probably a good thing. Why are you tripping over any of that? But I know, well, these women, what? Shit, they having their own civil war over there between Faith, Bonche, or Oracle, shoot, Black Woman Sphere, all them women fighting over there because a lot of them they just want to be what they want to be. They want to be sugar babies. They want to be using men. It's just what they want to do. Let them. Let that dude be the sucker. But you and Faith is trying to make him and not want to do stuff like that, so you don't get into trouble doing that. But they don't care. So at the end of the day, that's not our fight. Our fight should be with us. The, we have high amounts of depression. Our mental health is not where it needs to be. Our physical health is not where it needs to be. You just got Ricky Williams who sacrifices his whole fucking name for a chick. And there has to be some mental problems when you're doing stuff like that. You're not even proud of your own fucking last name. But you worry about fucking Lori Harvey. Who gives a shit? She be alright. Michael B. Jordan be alright. He 35. He looked 25. I didn't even know he was 35. I thought he was younger than that. Trust me, he gonna find another woman. What about your mental health? What about your financial health? What about your physical health? Are you worried about that? But I know, y'all 6 figures, y'all good, you got all the money, you're Adonises, and women are flowing all around you. But yet you still worrying about what these women are doing. You mad because she allegedly turned down a wedding proposal that you don't even know is real or not, and it seemed like she turned you down. The fuck out of here! That's ridiculous, and that's why y'all still at the bottom. Man, we can't say any better. Look, the women got their problems. Don't get me wrong. Look, you go over there on that whole other side with the Civil War over there. Those women on here got a boatload of problems over here. But that's not your problem. That's not your fight. Your fight should be making sure you straight. Make sure you don't isolate yourself. Make sure you keep make sure that if you feeling depressed or something like that, go get some actual therapy. Not online, not listen to some of these yahoos online, but actually going to an actual therapist offline. Make sure your physical health is in order. Going to the doctor more. That's what you need to be worried about. These women, they're gonna be all right. And if they're not, that's not your problem. You can't do nothing about it anyway. You ain't got no power. But the first thing you gotta have power over yourself. So while you worry about Lori Harvey gonna do, Lori Harvey gonna find another guy. And she gonna probably do like Rihanna do. She gonna get married. She might divorce that guy. And she's still gonna end up with somebody else. No big deal. What you worrying about what she doing right now with Michael B. Jordan? They be all right. Which one you rather have? Her divorce him and take all his money? Or would you rather she leave him now and no problems? Little heartache and that's it. I just like to know which would you rather prefer, you know? But that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about on this. Guys, y'all gotta worry about the wrong thing. You tripping over this shit when you got bigger things to worry about. And with that, I'm out. Thank you, Conscious, for coming through checking on me. Y'all have a good one. Peace.